Hello everyone and welcome back to Total Warhammer 3. I'm Lord Formand and we are going to do a let's play of the Ogres. So I decided to go with Grecius rather than the Butcher guy, but also his name is crazy. Trade Lord, Grecius, Tribe Stealer, Drake Crush, Gate Crasher, Horde Master, Goldtooth, the Shockingly Obese. That's quite a length of titles. So, Croesus is the over tyrant of the ogres, so we get better relations with them. We got trade. We got unit mass is up, which will help with charges. And we are down here where there really is no other major faction. So we're going to mainly be fighting other ogres and dwarves. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the game, there's really no incentive to expand beyond a handful of provinces, so that's probably what we'll do. So if you wanted to see me conquer the world as the ogres, it'll either have to wait till after we win the whole soul rush, or, well, basically it's not the place for you then. So let's get this all started. Upgrade our settlement. Get our first camp set up. Yeah. We're going to try and do a lot of trading, because this whole bonus is about trade and iron bellies, if I remember correct. Yeah, iron guts, sorry, iron guts, as well as raiding. Okay. He's got some pretty interesting big names too that'll help. And we of course can feed things to the maw up there. We get the chance. So let's start.
The over tyrant.
Offer to the Great Maw. That bonus, lovely attack, 10 attack bonus. And you know what? We'll fight this first battle just so we can all see how the ogres fully perform. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay. So here we are. We've got the horrible Nobblers units, and then we've got lots of ogres. We have one ranged unit. I'm curious, can these guys cannot outmove the ogres on a charge, which is interesting. And then we have a Stonehorn monster, which is cool. Considering who we're fighting, I think we're probably just going to charge with our ogres and Grecius and see what happens. No use losing any Nobbler units, even though they're totally ineffective. So, all out charge, basically. We'll send the Nobblers in behind, but ogres are pretty much all about charging and stuff.
Tyrant of tyrants.
And Grecius has his comically weird hunk of meat.
Ogres. Greasus Goldtooth. Where's ogre mates? Killing time.
We'll send all these people against the Lord while we send Grecius against the other ogres, because he'll probably do better against them than most other units. There we go. Problem is, of course, their Lord is going to kill quite a few of my ogres probably in the whole process. Well, Grecius did his job. Got 6 of them. They're running. It's down to just their Lord unit. And victory. Not that we could lose this fight, really. It would almost be impossible, but see if we can get some captives out of all this. Just want to get rid of their leader here if we can. That's pretty good. Not worried about their Noblars. They're virtually useless anyway. So, effortless victory. If we win, we can take some meat. We can heal our units. Not that we took really any losses. We'll get some money. Let's just heal. Okay. And now we've got a title we can add, a big name, and we've got a hero, and a vast amount of missions that Total Warhammer now gives you. There we go. Some free cash. We'll go with the... actually, I think we're going to do Tribe Stealers first, just to start building up relations. Then we'll go Route Marcher. Yeah, that'll probably be the best use there. We'll move to the border. And we'll just recruit some Ogre Bulls because all the Nobblers are almost useless. And we can give Grecius a big name, Horde Master. Might as well. Leadership up. Enabled if leadership is higher than broken. That's nice. Can we do any relations with already existing ogres? Does not appear to be the case at the start here. That's why taking those bonuses will get up to 40. We'll make most of our money from trade in our camps. So for now, we just want to take control of this region if possible. And then... depends what we're going to do. Or it depends the way things shake out. We might go after the dwarves. We're probably more likely to continue fighting who we are. I'm just going to auto-resolve this because we can win. Casualties were large, though. But there we go. Cool. Now what else do we need? Gotten is down there, which probably means since it's a ruin, it's a Skaven settlement. So... I'm going to get rid of the building in Grecius' capital because we got another war building. This guy is all about saber tusk packs. I think we'll put mobility addition on him. Grecius leveled up twice. Movement range. I'm thinking we're going to take Inspiring Presence here just to get the XP gen going, and then train some more ogres. So we need to run up there, finish those guys off, and then go down there to grab that. Okay, and there's probably Skaven all around us. Never underestimate the presence of Skaven. And then this guy, make him an ogre killer, so he's stronger at fighting other ogres. See where that takes us. I'm going to try not to pause on turns, or cut out turns rather, just so that it doesn't take forever to get these videos out. If it becomes slow, I'll start doing it again, but for now, we'll move through them because they go pretty fast. You take a gold mining pit. Obviously, gold income, always a solid thing. There we go. Army ability, dismember. That's a very nice one. The ogres have a lot of army abilities, which is interesting. Spend a turn in there. Technically, we can get trappers here. Oops. Okay. Yeah. Put down the Nobblar traps, which slow people down. Honestly, we're probably better off with just more ogre bulls at the moment. Saber tusks or a garrison or an income. For now, let's do control and corruption because that's always a solid thing. And then we'll probably do a Garrett. Actually, Grecius. Oops. Grecius's capital's got a unique building in it.
Master.
Goldtooth toll gate. So actually, we're going to build the garrison building here now. Considering how little income the ogres get from settlements, 600 gold is going to be more than worth it.
There's no gas bigger.
Just shy
Mealtime.
on distance, able to get to them.
For greasers now.
Okay, once we take that, we have to start thinking, where the heck do we want to put down our first camp? So that we can start recruiting better units.
You'll go into my butcher's pot. Over tyrant, no.
There we go. Clear victory. Just going to auto-resolve it. We'll auto-resolve what battles we can that look like we'll win easily. Plus 8% experience gain. Not bad. Crown of Command. We destroyed a faction. Cool.
Greasers. They're shockingly
This guy's got 2. So he's all about saber tusks. So we definitely want to get some of those going.
Tribe Lord.
Up that. Up that. Amble Peak we want to level up so we can get a garrison in it, probably.
Must face.
Oh, Greece leveled up again. Didn't notice that. Well, once we start doing the Chaos Realms, we're going to need reduced attrition, so that'll help.
Nice and shiny. You dare approach a lord of the Dowie in
Be nice if we could get a non-aggression pact with some of the dwarves, but
You so much as look
in the meantime, non-aggression and trade, we'll get that with pretty much most of the ogres now.
the conqueror.
We don't really want to conquer them. If we can confederate them, it'll be nice, but
What do you bring?
we really don't even need to confederate them. And like that, 346 gold. Plus 25% trade income doesn't do a lot when there's no trade income. Oh well. It's a start. We're pretty likely to get confederations. The question is, do we even want the confederations, in all honesty?
Boss of bosses.
We could theoretically just win the game with these 3 settlements. We could theoretically just win the game with 1 settlement and a camp, but obviously it'd be nice to have 2 settlements, or 2 provinces at least. Bonus XP on this guy, okay. Larger gut plate. Some of these names are great. This guy actually has some pretty decent damage, which is interesting.
Over tyrant.
We'll just slowly walk that way. We're no huge rush here. We only need to take 1 settlement. And then we kind of just have to wait until the rifts start. Okay, which how are we doing on meat?
No gas.
We are not doing well on meat at the moment. That is a major problem, actually. This is a gold generating one, so I don't want to throw a reduction in income in there. This one will probably throw the
The over tyrant.
food in. So we are actually in somewhat of a rush, because I actually need to fight a battle here before Grecius' army kind of starts to starve. Which will be next turn.
The ivory road is open to you.
Cool. Trade access. Sorry, military access, not trade access. Here we go. We can either enslave the Noblars or we can get some food. Considering we were almost out of food, that's a good thing.
It'll make me
We were out of food, actually. Let's take this Skaven settlement. Clan Mordkin. Cool. Pyrrhic victory. Okay, we lose units. There are only Noblars, so I'm tempted to take it. I could command this one, it would just take forever. So let's take the auto-resolve. Lose the Noblars, which is no massive loss. There we go. Because we do want to fill up... Oh, these also have a military building. Let's make Grimtop our quasi-military one here because it's a little bit more isolated than our other ones. So we will rebuild some of our army. Sword Noblars. They basically are, they bring the sword to the Ogre Lord. They fight for him. Let's finish off attrition, and then Ogres are rather expensive units, so recruitment cost. We want to get all the way to renowned and feared sooner we can. Draftmaster, then probably... Probably Lightning Strike, just to get that over and done with, and then renowned and feared. Then we'll go down everything else, because he's got a lot of bonuses up top here.
Chuck it on my loot pile. I'd better do what I say.
So we're already making that guy focus in Saber Tusks. We'll keep that up. Okay, so this is a big one here. Let's do... We don't have any corruption, so let's just do growth for now. We're going to have some problems with food here momentarily. Thankfully, there are no Skaven immediately to our south, so I'm suspecting they are to our north. Right here, Fallen City. That may be as much as we expand for quite a few turns once we take that. Military access, sure. Our trade is pathetic. Scepter of Titans. Upkeep, income, recruitment, bonus first infantry, and an augment ability. Cool. Now, if we were crazy, we could start doing some of these contracts. They're really not worth doing. That treasury is so low. We're going to ignore them. Grade that. Grecius is probably going to start starving next turn, which is an issue. Maybe we'll set up our camp up near the Fallen City.
They're shockingly obese.
We're too close to that settlement. We could move to... How much? I don't think it takes a movement range to build a camp. So we'll put a camp here. The camp, we're going to do meat generated in Circle of Influence. Not going to solve our food problem. But it'll be a start. Fortunately, we're going to be a little limited for a few turns here. Military access, lovely. One thing we kind of want to avoid is defensive alliances if possible. There we go. Because we're in range of a camp. How big is the camp's radius, as a matter of fact? Oh, it's way up to there. We're getting our food back. So let's start marching up there. Camp will grow at its own rate, which is fine. Rim top will throw down. Actually, let's double check something. So we can build a purple line building here and get even higher. So it's probably not actually worth building a military building in this settlement. It's probably worth doing something else. Obviously, we can upgrade this just so we have a building in case for some reason our camp falls. Let's do a fire shrine though. Rein in corruption and stuff. And upgrade that. Gracious is recruiting and healing, which is fine. The camp will grow next turn. Awesome. Ah, dwarves have declared war on me. Okay. That's not so great. Can we make peace with the Skaven? Not that I'm terribly worried about them. Oh, looks like we don't even... Yeah, we're not at war with them. So I guess they weren't in that settlement up there. Ha ha ha. Now we gotta fight the dwarves, which are gonna be interesting with our ogres. Because they're weak against armor. And interestingly enough, it's armor with a U. So probably whoever did it is British. And then we will throw down camp growth. That's always a solid one to do, isn't it? We might lose Amble Peak here. Thankfully, we threw a garrison down, so it'll suffer for it. Then we'll have to fight the dwarves. Interesting, they're raiding. So now we have a choice. The butchers have come up with something new. It's called ketchup. It's red, but it ain't blood. It comes from something called a tomato. Don't make no sense. Tribe's going crazy for it, though. What do we do about it? So we can pay our units in ketchup, which is cheaper recruitment, lower meat, or we don't eat fruit and veg. We're going to go we don't eat fruit and veg. Okay, that's all good. That's all good there. We're gonna, yeah, we'll offer more food to the Great Maw. That'll make us that much stronger for fighting the dwarves. Hopefully they don't retreat that much. Or take my settlement. They retreated a bit. They're gonna run away, aren't they? Yup. Honestly, ever since Creative Assembly added in the runaway ability for armies like that, and the AI always runs, it's gotten so annoying. I remember the old games where they couldn't run for every reason. That was fun. Let's get some trade buildings going. The camp is larger. I think we should wait to get to a higher level, maybe. I think we're good for now. We'll focus on upgrading the camp, getting our stuff. So, Beta bribes diplomatic relations with the ogres. Try to keep them happy with us. We don't really need any of these at the moment. Then we'll probably go for another camp soon.
If it helps ogres, it helps me.
What are the... Oh, the dwarves tried to move underground. We can intercept them. So I'm going to take the auto-resolve here because if we fight it, the dwarves' gunner is going to do way more damage than it would otherwise. Yeah. We'll take the replenishment. Big name unlocked. Root wing. +4 for Noblars. Okay. Gracious leveled up. What do we want to do with him? Draft Master. Increased recruitment capacity is always a solid thing. This guy. Do Vanguard deployment, I guess. We still don't have saber tusks yet, but it's a start.
In charge.
Level up the camp. And that will be it for the first episode. So thank you guys for watching. We'll get this through. We're probably not going to expand that much. As I said, right now the game doesn't really encourage expansion. Besides, with this land, it's going to be hard enough dealing with all rifts popping up. And not sure which realm we'll go for first as the ogres. We could do a Slanesh one and then give up like at the end, but we're not hurting on money or levels, so we'll see. Thanks for watching though. Bye for now.